Yes, ma'am.
Don't forget about me.
Okay. Thank you, Hank. Come on, girls. Time for coffee. All right, we got everything going here. We're in the green room. Y'all ready?
Did you turn the coffee pot off?
No, I'll be right back.
I don't really want any more coffee. I've had enough this morning. Oh. Let's put it in here then.
Okay. Everything is ready. Coffee pot's off. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, ladies, here we go. And we are going live. And here we are. Good morning, folks. Hi to hello, Lester, Jamie, and Miss Janelle. Jamie's mom is here. She's working. She will not stop working. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Cheers to everyone.
Hey, y'all.
Miss Janelle will come back and forth. She just can't sit.
She cannot.
Love
She
her.
has no
She just
chill,
can't
no
sit.
pause, no sit, no anything. Roughly 3 o'clock in the morning, she is going. Like
No, Jamie's not making this up.
going.
So the good thing about this trip is Jamie bought her mom her very own coffee maker. So now Miss Janelle can make coffee from the RV and not have to come inside the house at 3 a.m. and wake the dogs up and get everyone to barking, which is wonderful. I'm nothing wrong with your mom coming in at 3 a.m.
I have no problem
no
with her
problem
coming.
whatsoever.
All that's fine. I wake
Of
up.
course, I'm at the
middle-
JL.
I know.
I'm at the
What does
JL every
Lester
day
care
now. So
anyway? Lester's spending the
No.
night at the JL.
I got cows, y'all. I got cows having calves.
But at the same time, like I feel guilty because at 3 a.m. she's up. And by the time that I wake up between 6, 7, I'll just give it, I slept a little late today, okay? Somewhere in between there, she is already like showered, dressed, ready, done 17 projects, and ready to go. And I'm walking out to like feed the animals in my pajamas. What's wrong?
Nothing. No, I'm sorry.
And it's just, I feel bad because she's like, ready, like ready. And I'm like,
So-
I'm still like one eye in it. And like, I have my own set of chores that I have to take care of in the morning. And then by the time that's done, she's like, okay, what are we doing today? What's on the agenda? I've already done
No.
XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
so I feel bad. I'm so sorry I can't be here with you
oh
more.
yeah, I'm sure you
I
feel
don't
bad.
know why these girls are just holding out on us. So everyone knows
I
that,
don't even pregnant.
Jamie,
I think we're being punked.
I would not create that. I could
Either
not, I
they're
would not
punking
create
us
that.
or you're punking us.
So we do have a few cows over at the JL Ranch who are expectant moms, and we're trying to stay close for just in case scenarios. And so I've been consumed. You just cannot leave your cows alone for too long, Jamie. They're cows and they need me.
They're cows and they need me. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. But no, it's wonderful having Jamie's mom in town. I'm just so sorry that I can't be here a little bit more.
We've actually had a really good time. Some funny things happened last night after you left. So
Oh no. Well, hold on. Let me tell them about this. So I do come home.
yeah,
Listen, I'm all over the place, but I do come home, but I can't come home just long enough to help do a chore. And I finally found a minute to sit down yesterday. Finally found me a minute to sit down. And if Jamie's mom didn't come out of the RV and say, come on, we're going to go pull sweet potatoes. Pull sweet potatoes? Sweet potatoes?
Yep.
And so when I leave out of here, I said, I'm so sorry, girls. I have to go. And I see these two over in the garden, bent over, pulling potatoes.
we did that. we had quite an interesting adventure last evening after you left. I made a video. I've not edited it yet, but we had a little discovery moment in the garden last night.
Oh, I don't know about this yet.
No, you don't. So I'll save it for the video, but I will tell you it was not what I expected to find. No bodies.
You're not going to tell me?
No, I'm not going to
You're
tell
not
you.
going to tell all of us?
No, I'm going to hold
Now, hold
up.
on. I normally know what's going on. Can you tell me low-key, like whisper in my ear what happened?
No. But it was
Jamie,
no dead
I
bodies.
can't wait for the video.
Sorry. You're going to have to watch my videos
That's
now.
probably how people over here feel sometimes. Like,
Probably.
we always say, we can't tell y'all because we wait for the video.
No,
I'm sorry, y'all.
it was actually a really good time. And this was like 7 o'clock last night. Mom's like, come on, let's go get that job done. And I'm like, oh my God. And then we came. So we've been freeze drying like crazy. My mom,
Candies.
when
right?
she was here, and some peppers and
Oh.
other things like that. So when Mom was here in December, she learned how to run the freeze dryer. Well, life happened to us in between then, and I just never got the chance to really dive into it. And I was intimidated by it. So when she got here, like she got off the plane and out of my car and jumped out and was like, what are we freeze drying? Like, so excited to use it. So I just started grabbing things from the garden and things around the house and started putting things in there. And we have been running that 24 hours a day, basically freeze drying stuff. And I'm excited to do a taste test with Lester on some of the things that are coming out of there.
Hold on. Could it be like a blind taste
Yes.
test where we can't look around? We can't see what we
Yes, I'm
that'll
going
be
to blindfold
fun.
you and you tell me what
So
you think it is.
okay, so I'll do it on a live video. So we'll put the product here,
Yeah.
and then but I'll be blindfolded.
Yes.
And I'll have to guess what it is.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes.
But not just candies.
It's not just candy.
All right. Well, are peppers
I will
are gonna
not
be hot still?
Yeah, so some of the peppers you won't be able to eat like that. So some of the peppers, you freeze dry them and then you grind them down to a powder so you use them as a seasoning instead. But it's really neat because that's pretty much all that was growing in the garden was okra, peppers, like 19 million gourds, and some eggplant. So freeze-dried okra, freeze-dried peppers, a variety of peppers, both sweet and hot. And then
Freeze-dried milk duds.
they're
says
on the
Renee.
list. So
Milk duds? How do they not melt? Well, it
We-
doesn't get hot. They just
Well,
sucks the juice, the
yeah.
life out of them.
So they become really big. So we've been experimenting with all different candies. Yesterday we stopped at Dollar General and they have a dollar section of box candies. And we kind of bought one of everything and then came home to experiment. And this morning we have mastered the hard candies situation. So we got samples yesterday. Today we sort of will go back and pick out things that we know we were successful
Here's
at
your mom here.
to continue to
What do you got there? Oh,
and then maybe
Lordy.
Come
Come sit down
Sunday
for a minute.
night,
Come sit
if
down.
I can
Come on,
have
sit down.
enough done.
I'm going to do another cup of coffee.
What is that?
Come sit down.
Nothing says what.
Here comes the mysterious Janelle now, the Janelle who can't sit. So you get roughly 37 seconds of her life because that's all that she can
Wow.
sit still for. It's humidity.
I didn't know I had that many waves in my hair.
It's beautiful.
No, I
Look,
I'm
she
struggling
shows up
here.
with something and is like, I don't know what to do here. It's a fly trap, I'm sure of it. But
don't know how to make it happen though.
it is cooked.
Everything catches everything, and I didn't want to come on your live. I just wanted to sit over here and
That's okay.
try to figure it out.
Sit over here. Sit over here. I was explaining our freeze drying fun that we're having.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Mom is probably going to get a freeze dryer for Christmas.
Oh,
because
I don't know that I need one of those.
I bet you would have a good time with it. You mastered the laser.
And-
Okay, that's as far as I got. That's what I know how to do. I think I've never figured out this part right here.
I think
Like-
I can get that.
But then what do you do?
I don't know that are the flies supposed to fly up into that cone? But then I don't know how to get any kind of bait in there.
Right.
See, then it's
Something's
it's
wrong right
hooked
there.
Here, there we go.
Okay.
That looks right.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out maybe like wet cat food because I'll tell you what, wet cat food is like a magnet.
Okay.
I mean, we could do some samples of different.
No. I'll go back here in the middle.
You sure?
We could do different animal things and just test them out all over and see which one gets the most flies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we're convinced. Oh, so you're going to try that out, actually?
I think so.
So I'm not going to show you all.
Why does Lester run away when Miss Janelle is around?
He's afraid I'm going to give him a chore to do. Hey, Lester, I need this fixed.
We've tried several different fly catchers, I guess you call them.
Fly trap, yeah.
Fly traps, and everyone knows about the little long stringly things. We don't use those because they blow around and they grab onto everything. So we just stopped using those a while back. But we have, what do you call those? Do we have any to show them without that? They don't have full of flies.
Oh, I know what you're talking
They
about.
smell horrible. They after they start catching flies smell horrible. They do. And everywhere you put those things, they will fill up with just thousands, maybe 10,000 or more flies. It's just nothing but black in these containers. But they fly in, they can't get out, and they end up, dying in there. But they smell so bad. But those are the most effective. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. So
No.
far, to our extent, because we haven't been able to figure that out. We tried those back at the sanctuary and never had success with different.
No. I mean the liquidy stuff.
Yeah.
I think your mom's going to bring one over.
Maybe I don't know.
No, that's not it. I
That's
know where they're at.
mosquitoes.
That's for mosquitoes.
Oh, and all of a sudden, I'm on a live all alone. There's that, but that's not the one.
No, this is not the one. You want to hold this or not?
I don't actually want to
So
hold that.
those are flies. This works pretty good, but it's not the best.
It's still sticky, and it still requires them to connect to it.
Blow around.
Linda has electric fly swatters, and it looks like they're practicing tennis. I have seen some of those before. Lester's going to get the fly bait to show you. We bought these at Atwood's. Yeah. Mom hasn't been to Atwood's. She did tell me that we have a Tractor Supply list for the day.
You need more oil for your freeze dryer.
Oil for the freeze
For the
dryer. We need a new 6-strip for the patio lights. That thing. That right there.
Oh, those. Okay.
Now we don't work with these people, so we're not sponsoring this at all. Fly Trap Max. Just add water.
In
and
like a
subtract
day,
flies.
it fills up.
No, it does. And so you put a little bit of water, you put the chemical, and then the flies come into the top. And like Jamie said, within a day, you just start watching them start piling up
it is
inside
the
there.
nastiest thing.
And they
ever.
smell horrible. Whenever you're done, you close the top like that, then you can just throw it away. You trash it.
I
So-
tell you what, when I saw that over there, I thought it was like a miniature pump sprayer.
yeah, it
Oh.
Because it's
It
at
looks
that
like
pump
the
top.
innards of a pump sprayer. It
Yeah.
does look that way. Yes, it certainly does.
Learned
Boy,
something new.
Mom and I used a pump sprayer at the JL yesterday. Did you
I
see
saw
it?
the pump sprayer. What were y'all doing?
I can't tell you because it's coming out in a video.
Oh, that.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Mom and I did
it.
it.
Check that today. and
Mom and I
see.
did
I
a
checked it today. I checked it.
project
It's-
yesterday, and we were like in and out of the rain, trying to beat everything. And I can't wait to show you all that. That was really fun. Like total surprise. Mom snuck in a surprise that incorporated Lester. They
Yeah.
went behind my back and orchestrated something, and then we brought it to life yesterday. So can't wait to show you all that.
And it was a surprise 5 months in the making. Something like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months of
We
lying to
held
me.
off that long.
5 months of secrets were all behind my back.
And so my question to you is, when are you going to make that video? Because I can't just keep this hidden forever. This is a kind of a big deal.
That's Monday.
Monday. Okay. I can hide it until Monday.
You can
not a
hold
problem.
you can hold it together until Monday.
I'll try.
I bet you don't make it.
I will. I may not.
You
but
don't have a good past history on the secret
You're
thing.
not really on the
I'm
successful
not the
path.
best. No, I'm like an open book. Everyone knows that. The truck is. That's what we should have had your mom working on this trip, was that darn truck. We should have that truck brought over here and dropped off. She could park it right here under the awning.
You'd have heard a grinder going at 3 a.m. and you'd have been very upset with me. 'cause it
A
would've-
sander, a grinder, paint, my
She'd
compressor.
have had it done. That's for
No,
sure.
That's a project.
It's true. It's true.
So
And then I'd start it and you'd go, when are you coming back down?
Yeah.
Because this needs to be finished.
Yeah, exactly.
oh no, you'd have to start it. I could not have it just sit here unfinished. My OCD would not allow that at
Yeah.
all. No, it's a blessing having Miss Janelle here, but and there's nothing wrong with being a busybody. There's a lot of folks out there who like to stay going, and I'm impressed. I stay impressed because Jamie and I can't go as much as her mom likes to go. What
And
makes you that way?
but
Jamie does.
No, she does not.
I feel like I try to do it like that, but I don't have a 3 a.m. in me. I don't
No.
have
But
that.
you're also, you may not be doing the scatterbrain things that I do, but you're doing like, you do the mental stuff for all the places, the sanctuary, Longhorn.
Jamie's
Lodges,
mind is
Janelle.
always going. Her mind is
Yeah,
always going.
She's busy all the time. She can't sit still and just do nothing
That's true.
either.
Mine is a lot of sit work as well. Like I'm working my job, and then the business side of things, and then I am still doing around here too. I don't just park it all day long, but I don't have the 3 a.m. get up and go that she
Well,
does.
I don't know. I guess 5 or 6 hours of sleep is enough for me. I don't know. And then, like when I'm at home, it's just me, so there's not a lot of messes, not a lot of things to clean up, not a lot of.
So you see it,
outside
and you're
chores
like,
to do.
you're like, must do, must do, must do.
Your mom
Well, I
told
just try to help.
your mom told a funny story yesterday. I think we were talking out here, and I'm gonna scoot a little bit closer. in.
Yeah.
Your mom told me a funny story. Don't mind if I tell this. I hope.
Yeah.
But she did not sleep very well a couple of nights before she came over, before she flew down. And she ended up waking up very, very early. And she goes, you know what? I'm just going to stay up because at this point, why go back to sleep? So she was up very, very early, earlier than normal, earlier than 3 a.m. And she just stayed awake, went to work because her plan was that night she'll be super tired. She'll be able to sleep longer and, be well rested for her trip. So she ends up coming home from work. I think she said she falls asleep by like 8 o'clock in the afternoon or evening. So she falls asleep at 8 o'clock in the evening, hoping to get a decent night's sleep from being so tired. Guess what? 10:30 p.m. she wakes up wide awake, ready to start her day. It's 10:30 at night, and she wakes up wide awake, ready to start her day. So she just cannot sleep. And then
Needless to say, I did not miss my flight.
No,
she didn't miss her flight.
I
No.
was worried. Whenever we were, figuring out when she was going to come down, I was like, there's a 6 a.m. That's an option. You can come down. You can take down an extra day off work and come down, leave work midday, or you can take the 6 a.m. But she lives an hour and a half from the airport. And I was like, Mom, that's like leaving at 3 a.m. to get to the airport. She's like, I'm fine. That's fine. I'm up anyway.
I don't know if you guys are able to read the comments, but there's a lot of folks who have difficulty sleeping a full night's sleep. And there's tons that are also waking up at 3:30 in the morning, just ready to wake up and start their day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that will never be me. I really enjoy my sleep.
So
I
that's
did.
why I always have something I'm doing or making or crafting I'm learning, because you just run out of stuff to do. And for a person, I don't know, maybe it's ADD or ADHD or whatever, but I cannot just sit and watch TV. Just can't. I've got to read a book while I'm watching TV or do some kind of craft thing.
Oh no.
My brain just doesn't
that's not how I
shut
am.
down.
I can't. You always get frustrated with me because I struggle to sit down to watch TV because in my mind there's always things going on and other things I need to do. But I also struggle to just
It's hard.
sit and do because my mind will go to all of the other things that are still like needing to be done or that I should be doing. And there's a guilt in some of that as well. I call that the Marilyn gene.
Yeah. And it runs strong in our family.
Yeah. So Grandma Marilyn is the instigator of this thing that is in us. It dilutes a little bit between each layer, like a smidge, but
And it mutates a little too.
Xander, I would say Xander has it too, though. Xander has can't sit still because even when he's here, he's kind of like doing.
I call it Yancey.
Yeah.
Just Yancey is what we call it.
When
And then when you do get a chance and you think, oh, I'm just going to sit down and rest because, I'm getting old and you take these 20-minute breaks all day long and you just sit down and you look at something and go, oh, I got to do that too. And you get up and off you go. And it's stuff that obviously can wait.
It does. It'll wait for you. But at the same time, I appreciate all that you do when you're here. I just feel guilty. Like yesterday, I opened up the door and everything from the storm had been cleaned up already. Like 6 a.m. She's got it done already. Like no big deal.
And the thing is, now I don't want to embarrass Miss Janelle, and don't think bad about this, but Jamie and I start prepping for her mom's visits
I wish you wouldn't do that.
a week or two before she gets here.
I tried to out
So
project
that
this
we
time.
can, so we're hoping that she cannot find stuff to make us do.
Not make us do, so that she doesn't feel like she has to do.
Him do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the muscle part of it.
Yeah, but we haven't called on you too many times. You've been hiding out.
So
in the
yesterday I heard Jamie put her foot down. Jamie put her foot down yesterday to her mom, and I kind of chuckled to myself. I could show you all this. Can I show them our yard right quick? I can take you on a little mini field trip. So everyone knows that Jamie has been working real hard on trying to get this other little flower bed behind us going. And you also know that our dilemma has been we have no gutter over the awning above us.
We made some calls yesterday for future things.
And the problem is we hadn't had any rain in so long. So when Jamie goes out and waters, it's not, everything's wonderful. All the potting soil stays in place, the compost, nothing happens to her fabric, where the weed barrier, everything's fine. The plants are looking beautiful. And then we get this rain. The day before Jamie's mom shows up, we get this half-inch of rain. And then it rained again. I think when her mom was here.
Mom brought the rain.
Her
Mom
mom
is
brought
like
the
a rain
rain.
magnet.
And then all of a sudden, all of that beautiful potting soil that was all in our flower beds has washed out across our yard. Let me show you real fast. I'll be right back, ladies. I'm just going to take you on a little field trip and show you one thing. I might lose you, so I'm going to try to keep the phone or keep the computer close. But I want to show you, I don't want to lose my signal. Look there in the background. Look over there in the distance. You see all that? That is all potting soil that has washed out of our flower beds, and it's washing down towards the paddocks, right? Okay. So what do y'all think Jamie's mom wanted to do? Trivia question of the day. What do you think Jamie's mom wanted us to do yesterday once the rain stopped?
I would have done it.
She wants to go out there and start raking up and scooping up all of that potting soil and putting it back into the flower beds. And
I was like, no.
Jamie's like, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We have more potting soil. We'll bring a few more bags around.
I managed to get one little pot to put
She
something
did.
in.
She was out there with her hands scooping
She's
it up.
breaking up potting soil into little planters and stuff, trying to salvage the potting soil.
So
Waste not, want not.
it's true.
Christmas, is she bothering you?
No.
We will. I have a plan for gutters. I have a plan for rock. I have a plan for more dirt. But I also told Mom, like, I don't want her to come down here and feel like she has to like break her back or sweat or do all these
I
things.
like having things to do.
I know.
I do.
There's a lot of
And I
folks
wanna
who would have
help
also
you.
wanted to rake all that up.
Christmas, get down.
You're not
with
alone,
Grandma.
Mr. There's a lot of people who want to rake it all up. Guys, it's potting soil. It's not very expensive. Funny story.
Yeah, but
What? Go ahead.
I wouldn't. I mean,
I
She's
know.
like,
you
she
don't
can't
want to
stand
waste
that
it.
it's out there though. That's what the real thing is. It's
I
not
says,
where
I'll
it
mow
belongs.
over. I can mow over it and mulch it all in real easy. So no, we're gonna rake it up.
I'm restraining, and I'm.
She's having a really hard time restraining though. I can
letting
tell
them
you
have their way.
for now till tomorrow at 3 a.m. and she's like out there with a little broom and dustpan like
Yeah, what they
There's
tossing
a
it
lot
out.
of people who want us to rake all that stuff up.
See?
Yeah.
It's what is it? It's make do, do without, use it up, or wear it out, use it up, wear
I don't
it
know.
out.
I've never
I've never heard
this.
that one.
Use it up, wear it out, make do or do without. You don't waste
Well, if
money.
that was your generation's motto, I guess that's what you live by. Nothing wrong with that.
Leroy wants to know if you're married.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. Now you got to be very careful here because we've had a serious issue with people going out of their lane. So, Lord,
Oh, no.
Mama's a
You don't
big
even
girl,
know.
okay?
Oh, yeah.
Mama's a big grown adult girl. She can handle her own, and she's been paying attention to us on social media for a while. So
but you also know that even your grandmother has friend requests from people who
Listen.
who do not know her, and I'm just going to stay
Mom
out of
can
it.
be-
I'm not
Mom's-
going to go there.
Mom is internet safe. I preach to Mom all the time. So
So, all right, there you go, Leroy. You say,
somebody says, is she? Never mind.
I'm glad I can't read that stuff.
Somebody just said
what? Spit it out. What they say? I missed it.
at 4 a.m. is she? Never mind.
Whoa! What?
Never mind.
At 4 a.m. is she what?
Nothing. They just said, is she just as cute at 4 a.m.?
Oh, okay.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's cute.
no, the answer is no.
That's funny. I don't think any of us would want to show ourselves at 4 a.m.
God,
Sheesh.
no.
I know my eyes are probably where I'm, that we're going to kind of have to hold them open to see what you're doing.
Lester,
You can't get 'em
even
open.
though he's awake at like 7 a.m., his eyes do not come up until at least 8.
Yeah. I can't even use my phone. Jamie can wake up and grab her phone immediately. I can't do that. When I wake up, I can get my phone,
I'm checking to
even
make
in
sure
my glasses, and I can't see anything.
No, I wake up, like, I roll over, number 1, turn off my alarm, and then number 2, look and make sure all the videos that we're
Leave Janelle
supposed to
alone.
post that day. Like I'm doing that in
I'll
bed
just go
at
let
that
you guys-
moment.
Oh, no, I was playing with you.
No. You guys can have.
Bye,
your
Mama. Good luck with your fly trap.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Guys, I'm just playing with Miss Janelle. She knows that. She knows I just play with her.
Plus, he's gonna run off to the JL today, and I think you have plans to go with the kids too, right?
I'm taking my boys to eat. I am. Lex, this is our first Lex weekend since he went back to his mom. We had him 45 days this summer, which was a really nice summer break. It gave us a lot of time to work with him and his football stuff, but he went back to his mom. School started, football started, and this was our first weekend to have Lex. It's also a long weekend. So my mom picked him up from school yesterday. I'll go by and grab him and Ellie. Maybe Connor will go eat somewhere today and have some time. And then we have our football fantasy draft tomorrow. So we're very excited about that. That's football talk.
That's not really my thing. Mom and I are gonna find things to do.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry, Jamie. I won't be able to help you and your mom too much today. But
No, Mom always is like, save all the projects. Let's do it. Let's dig in. And she is not afraid to get dirty. She's not afraid to work hard. She's not afraid to sweat, any of those things. But I wanted her to have like a real break, a relaxing break from things. She goes, Jamie, I relax all the time. She does, but at the same time, like I want her to have some enjoyable things. So yesterday we actually went to eat lunch at a restaurant. Like we sat down and had a real lunch in public together out on a patio. It was really wonderful. And we did a little just perusing before we went and did our one project that she planned. And then my vision was, my mom loves the ocean. My mom loves water, the ocean, the beach, everything. I wanted to take her down to Galveston or Bolivar and then take the ferry across to Galveston. But wouldn't you believe that the time that she comes here, out of nowhere forms a tropical system directly over Galveston.
so your mom's never
That's
been to Galveston then?
No, never. And it's dangling over Galveston. So I originally
Houston radar.
was going to take her, like, I picked her up Thursday morning, and then my plan was yesterday we would head down to Galveston. We would stop at a few antique stores. We would just make our way slowly to Galveston and spend the afternoon on the beach.
However, you do not want to be in Galveston today. Look at that. That's
It was
coming.
worse yesterday.
That's coming our way today, and it was worse than that yesterday. Absolutely.
And it's just dangling. So now I'm like, not only did I not give her any projects to do or save much for her to do here. Don't worry, she'll find it. She'll figure it out. But yeah.
Now, I told, the thing is, what I think is one of our funnest things to do when we go to Galveston is we take the ferry. There's about a 30-minute ferry ride across from Galveston to the peninsula. And we love to ride that ferry. You see dolphins.
Yeah, you see dolphins
playing
jumping
along beside you.
alongside.
Of course, the seagulls. We always love to toss things to the seagulls.
It's really beautiful, and it's an experience. On top of going to the beach and beach combing, my mom and I both love sea glass, and ironically, after a storm is the best time to go and look for all those things. But yesterday it's rained the last 2 days all day there. It's going to do the same thing today. Our only shot is tomorrow, and I'm just not sure if we'll be able to
Sunday.
squeeze it all in or if that thing is going to dangle even longer. So we'll see. It was supposed to, the original forecast was that it was going to be in Galveston and then come up Thursday night and just dangle over Houston for the whole weekend. And we've had like spotty showers and things like that, like drizzles, but it is just mostly hung out directly over Galveston. So
Dwayne, thank you, Dwayne. A lot of folks know that today college football, I think, started Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure, but we're not college football people necessarily. We like pro football. And so pro football doesn't start until this coming Thursday. So that's when we're having our draft this weekend. So we'll be all set up before the pro football season starts. But when I said football draft, people are like, wait, you're going to be late. It starts today. But no, we don't do college football. We do pro football. Thank you, Dwayne, for sharing that.
We don't do football. They.
No, Jamie doesn't really care to do that kind of stuff with us. We've invited her. Dwayne's more of a pro football player, pro football fan himself. Yeah.
I love high school and college basketball. Like if I'm gonna pick a sport to like pay attention to, it's fine. I do not understand football. I think you invited me to a fantasy thing years ago, and I picked it things by names and colors because I just don't understand or know what I'm doing. So I have chosen to like.
So Jamie picks the team with the prettier uniforms, who have the nicer helmets, or who have really handsome football players with nice tight behinds.
It's just not.
Be honest, Jamie. Be honest.
It's just not my thing. Like, and if you said we were going to go to a football game, I would go for the people watching and for the snacks. But it's so much movement and so many people going places. My mind can't focus on that, and it's not my passion. It's not something I love. Now take me to a garden show or a nursery or anybody that's going to go talk about plants. I'm down. I am down. But yeah, sorry, I'm not very sporty.
It's okay. No, Buddy and Stephanie, they're really big into pro football, so they play in our fantasy league. Of course, L.E., myself, Ellie's stepbrother, Laramie, Brienne have played. This year we're going to get Lex involved. What's that for?
That is for the freeze dryer.
Okay.
Mom's got it. I'm sure of it. Her ears just perked up.
There's an alarm just went off on Jamie's phone. Wait, what is that for? No, so we have a lot of fun with it. I'll tell you what we did. And so even folks who do not really keep up or watch football, the easiest fantasy game that you can play, this is amazing. It's called survival football. All right. It's a fantasy game. But listen, what you do is at the beginning of every week of football, you pick one team who you are certain is going to win. And if that team does win, then guess what? You survive the week. It's survival football, right? But if your team loses, you're eliminated that fast. Now, here's the catcher. You probably say, well, I'll just pick the same team every week. I'll pick the best team no, you can't do it that way. Because once you pick a team who you think's going to win, you can never pick that team again. So you want to survive from one week to the next. Listen, I can't name anyone who's ever survived the entire season. Now, there's 17 games in a season, and that means that each week you have to pick a different team who you are for certain can win, but you can never pick the same team twice. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And once you lose, you're done. So the last man standing is the winner. Oh. So what you have to do is every week you look at who's playing who and ask yourself, do I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Bills? Do I think the Steelers can beat the Falcons? And what you have to do is, oh boy.
Oh, you want the green probably.
So is this peppermint?
Yeah.
So this looks like freeze-dried peppermint.
So you know those hard candies that you get like as you're walking out of a restaurant? That's what these started out as. And
really
when
soft.
you freeze dry them, they become a puffy crunch.
It's like cotton candy. If you put this on your tongue, you can feel it just melt. It will just melt on your tongue. And it tastes wonderful.
Perfect.
We
We got that figured out.
They're not hard. They're very soft. Not chewy, though. They're not chewy.
They're like Starbright mints. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
I want spearmint, and they have peppermint.
These are wonderful. Now, the thing is, it still has the same calories, right? The same sugar.
Yeah.
Darn it.
And they're almost like the ones at Voodoo.
They are. Honestly, Voodoo could eat these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
not
they're
hard.
soft.
Huh. Those are great. But thank you, Miss Janelle.
That's awesome.
Okay.
What else have y'all done?
What else? We've done Bitto honey, which was really good.
Yeah, that was.
Saltwater taffy, which we haven't mastered yet. We
Why?
have
I mean, what's so hard about it? It's just putting it in there and letting it go, right?
no.
Oh no.
There's like some things you have to heat for a certain amount of time, and if you heat it too much, it flattens out all the way, and then it can't puff up the right way.
Oh.
And so there's heat and vacuum, and then there's freeze dry, and the machine does all these things, and it's you have to figure out everything appropriately for whatever type of candy, and it's all different.
Oh. Okay.
So we've done Skittles, mini Skittles. We've done some Jolly Ranchers, but they make round Jolly Ranchers now.
Yeah.
We did gummy bears.
Round.
We failed at the gummy bears. Bitto honey was good. Saltwater taffy is probably my favorite, along with these mints. Those mints were really good. That was
delicious.
That was delicious. So we tried. I have Milk Duds here, and then I want to try caramel apple suckers and some other things. We have a lot more to try. So
That's a really nice compliment, Miss Kay.
Aw.
Thank you so much. You can't really fall asleep when she's having some kind of
Aw.
tremors in her arms and legs. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm glad though that you're able to find a little bit of an escape. So we will welcome you day or night. Thank you. Someone says try Whoppers and marshmallows.
okay, so we've tried Whoppers. I cannot figure out Whoppers. If anybody has the how-to on Whoppers of like the settings on a Harvest Right freeze dryer, by all means, send them over. The other weird thing is because of the temperature outside and because of the humidity, we're having to like adjust some of the timing and settings on it. Like there is a science, believe it or not.
Don't worry about me. Someone had put try coffee with creamer, and I'm thinking, how are you going to freeze dry coffee with creamer? But it wasn't for that freeze drying.
Oh.
She was referring to trying to catch flies.
Oh,
So I'm like, how are you going to freeze dry coffee with
you
creamer?
can freeze dry coffee with creamer.
How?
You can.
It's what's it going to freeze dry into?
Like a solid.
You're kidding me.
It's amazing.
It's crazy the things that y'all can do. I
It's
don't know.
amazing.
But
People
no.
say that Galveston will be done with rain by 1 o'clock today. So I may just
Head on down at 1 o'clock today.
Well, if we head on down after this live, then we can stop at a few places, grab some nice lunch, all of those things. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Everyone is saying you have to talk to Brooke at Cog Hill. Jamie and Brooke do talk, y'all. They're friends, and they chit chat.
Brooke is my freeze dry question person, and I messaged her before Mom came down asking her some questions. I jokingly say like Jason is my garden friend and anything to do with growing, and Brooke is my freeze dry friend, and both of them are my gurus in those departments. And I was like, just add it to my bill,
Yeah.
whatever. And Brooke makes jokes. She's like, your bill's getting really expensive. Like,
I saw something this morning that made me laugh. And guys, this is kind of funny. I was watching Cog Hill, and so Brooke and Mary Carl went to Maine, the state of Maine. I don't know why. I think they were doing some kind of trip or whatever. And they went to Maine during a heat wave. Okay. Now, listen, I'm not laughing at you. If you live up north and you've dealt with heat, extreme heat, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not, because people are not conditioned to that kind of heat in those northern states. But they were going through some kind of extreme heat wave. And when Brooke and Mary Carl were there, everyone they were visiting kept saying, I'm so sorry y'all have to be here during this horrible heat wave. And Brooke's like, it's like 90 degrees. And she wasn't laughing, but she's like, oh, no, it's fine. Because they don't realize that here down south in our heat, you also have the humidity. And so we are very conditioned to that. So Jamie and I also would like, I watch ABC News at night with Muir. What's that fellow's name? I love this guy. But, I mean, he's no Dan Rather, but he's a really good journalist, I think. Anyway, so every night when he starts the news, he goes, we start tonight with breaking news. David Muir is his name. We start tonight with breaking news. And I'm like, oh boy, what's going on? What's breaking? And a heat wave continues across the Northeast. And I'm watching, and I'm like, temperatures are between 95 and 100. I'm like,
that's hot for up there, though.
I'm not laughing at you, friends. I'm not. But I understand that if you're not conditioned to certain conditions, then it can affect you differently. But for us, we think that 90 degrees is a nice day. When it's 100 degrees, with a heat index of 115, with the humidity, that's how they figure out index, that gets to be pretty darn hot when you can't breathe.
Yeah.
So Brooke was kind of like all the Mainers. She called them the Mainers. Is that what you call them? People from Maine, Mainers?
Oh, I don't know
All
that.
the Mainers are freaking out because it's so hot. They just cannot go outside for nothing. And she's like, her and Carl, like, this is not bad. This is actually very pleasant for us.
It's
So.
currently 80 here today. I was going to say that it's 79. It actually feels amazing here. 79 is like what it was in March and April here. So the fact that it's the last day in August, right? Is that
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. Oh, no. Fall is in the air. Absolutely. Fall
can
is
feel
right
it.
around the corner, and you can feel it. So it's wonderful. I think that the way we feel it first may not be the actual temperature, but it is the less humidity.
Yeah, I would agree.
We get winds that are sometimes blowing out of the north, which will kind of push all that humidity back into the Gulf. And that makes our temperatures feel a whole lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
It can still be hot,
I
but
was
not with the same humidity levels.
I was nervous about the timing of mom coming down because when we booked this trip, it was 103, 104. And I was like, it's miserable. Like you add humidity to that. And to someone who is not used to it, like it can be very taxing on you.
But your mom had just gone through a heat of her own, Jamie.
Anyway,
I'm not laughing at you guys who live in those parts of the country. I
was
know
like,
it.
no, she goes, I need to experience it. You know, I need to experience it. Well, then she comes down, it's only 80. So she didn't get the full fledged, but that's okay. We've been able to do a lot of things.
Well, everyone knows that fall is one of my favorite seasons. The hardest thing about fall here at Longhorn Lester's are all the trees. And most of these trees will lose their leaves. I'm like a stickler for having my yard kind of pristine, clean. And so it annoys me. I go out there.
He hates leaves.
I don't rake. I mow. I will mow all of my leaves into a pile and then either burn them or rake them up and hand them off to Jamie for her garden or whatever. But it seems like I go out there and I mow and everything looks so beautiful. And then 5 minutes later, you got a wind comes and these leaves just cover I'm like, oh, here we go again. And so my OCD makes it where fall, I love the temperatures. I love the changing of the season, the colors, beautiful.
Yeah.
But boy, I am hard on those leaves and they're hard on me.
You know, fall used to be my most favorite season until I started gardening and growing. And now spring is, but I will tell you, fall is still up there. And right now, Mom and I went to Lowe's yesterday. Let me show you.
Hold on. I got to show this real fast. Jennifer says, we also laugh at you when it's 50 and you're all bundled up. That is true to all my Yankee friends. All my Yankee friends up north, you are very right. That is true. Because it turns 50 and we're like, oh my God, you can see your breath. Oh, and we're like freaking out. Jamie's running out to put horse blankets on the horses.
You're full of it. I am not.
Yes, you are.
Not at 50.
Okay, but you're thinking about it. You're always like so worried. Oh my God, if we don't bundle up our horses, they're gonna all come out and they're gonna be frozen
That
overnight.
is not true.
Jamie, you better. I almost got her. Jamie Eugene Morrow Jr. You need to come on with it. Jamie Cakes. That is true. We do not do well in the cold here. You know what? That was a good one, Jennifer. You got me back on that one. We laugh at you guys for how hot you think it is, but y'all laugh at us for how cold we think it is.
That's true.
That's true.
When you and I first started dating, we would use this app called Marco Polo to talk on.
Uh-huh.
And it was a video. You hold it down and you make a video, and it automatically sends the video through that app to each other. And it's like walkie-talkies, but video style. So that's how we would communicate with each other. And he would video in the morning before work. I was sending me good morning. He's getting ready to go into work. And one morning, it was like December. He has, I can see 4 layers. He has a shirt and then like a thermal and then another long sleeve shirt and then a puffer vest. And he has a sipple cap on. And I'm like, dang, it must be cold down in Houston.
It's cold.
It was 54.
So it just
4 layers.
We're not familiar. We don't get below. We almost never get below freezing. Those are very rare.
He was sitting in his Jeep at that point in time with the heater on, hesitating to get out of the Jeep to go into the school because it was just freezing outside. 54 degrees.
Was probably so. Hold on. It was probably a wet cold. I don't like wet cold. I will catch the pneumonia in a wet cold.
I wish that I still had those videos from that time.
I can handle a dry cold. I don't like it, but I can handle it. I cannot handle wet cold. It goes right through me. And you know what's crazy about me is my upper body gets cold. My bottom does not. I can go out there with shorts and Crocs and be fine. But my upper body will just freeze up.
There's nothing on those legs to to
freeze.
freeze or to keep you warm. I guess they're just support.
Just bones.
Yeah.
Anywho's. All right, Jamie. So we're at that time of the live. What's going on with you this week?
Well, Mom's here till Monday.
Mom's
so
here till Monday.
Lots of mom time and projects and things, and of course, still time with the animals. Everything's getting taken care of around that. So something I haven't made a video about, really, I've talked about it just a smidge, is that Voodoo has been back in the big pasture full time for 2 nights in a row, and I'm watching very closely because there's still things. But I feel like he's happier in that just he doesn't have to make a transition to go back to his own stall area right now. We're watching and we're paying attention. And I'm not saying that he's out of the woods yet. The wound still has, to be cleaned twice a day. And we're just very much watching. But that's probably like the biggest thing. And then the second thing is that I'm scared to tell all this.
Oh no. Why?
Because no one's going to watch what happened.
Y'all have to watch our videos. Y'all, you can't just take it here and leave it be.
All I'm going to say is all 7 plus 1 are back.
All 7 plus 1 are back. Most people know exactly what you're talking about. Those that watch your channel.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I saw it yesterday. And then, Jamie, I was going to say something. Can we talk about these really cool glasses I got?
Oh, yeah.
Jamie's making fun of me, but these here have a magnetic piece on the back of them where they go around my neck and they connect. And I cannot lose them. I cannot knock them off. So there's no reason for me to ever be without glasses. Now, what's dumb is when I put them on. Because when I put them on, that same thing comes all the way back behind my head.
Except it doesn't.
It will not connect back there because my head's too big. But they at least will go on and it kind of holds them. The magnet is like pulling at each other. So I can kind of feel the pull in the back of my brain, which is why I fumble a lot of my words around lately. But anyway, these cannot be lost. They just go right there and they snap, and that's awesome. So thank you so much for the kind sender. I'll tell you something. I can't tell you who they're from because Miss Janelle opened them for me, and she didn't save the gift receipt. She's way over there. But she saw boxes sitting out, and she began to open them. She didn't know I was going to hold on to my stuff for a live video, a gift and goodies. So thank you so much. I got them. Yeah. And then... go ahead.
Also, I've had some very special moments with Dinky Daryl. So has Grandma Janelle, Mama Janelle. Dinky Daryl is coming out of his shell right now. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's doing real well.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, listen, everyone knows that with me, it's just all about the cows. At this point, if you guys have any specific questions that we can answer for you, we'll try to catch them. We are using StreamYard, which means we have 6 channels, all 3 of Facebook, all 3 of YouTube are here together. And we'll be more than happy to try to grab a question here and there and answer that if y'all have any. So shoot those questions to us right now. Are the ABCs eating treats by hand? So the ABCs, you can see them on Ellie and Megan's channels, and they do have Seaward is obviously the most gentle, and he is eating snacks out of the hand. Brandon is kind of getting there, and the only one that's not really being friendly is Andy, who was always kind of the alpha male. So,
have you seen the neighbors' horses lately? So I have not, because I've not spent too much time at JL, but you did 2 days ago.
I saw him yesterday. I saw him this morning.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, the horses are all there. But we're mad at those horses. Remember, we're mad at them. They hurt our VU.
I'm not mad at them.
Jamie's not mad. I hold a grudge, y'all. I hold a grudge.
Lester's the grudge holder.
Jamie, we have to talk about something very important. Friends, I'm so embarrassed that this keeps happening. But I got a message this morning from a sweet lady. So I'm not going to give her name, but she says, she messages me and says, Lester, I just want to make sure that it really is you that keeps messaging me on TikTok. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't message anyone on TikTok. I have a TikTok. You have a TikTok.
Yeah, but I don't message anyone.
But we don't use that as our messenger. And she felt so embarrassed that she's been carrying on a conversation with a person who's called Longhorn Lesters on TikTok for the last week. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. That's not me. Well, come to find out, there's a lot of people who have been asking kind of the similar things. There's somebody who's created a fake page. They're copying all of my content from my TikTok, putting it onto their TikTok. And then whenever you join or you want to follow them, they're trying to act like me and message you.
Yeah.
And guys, that's not us. We would not be doing that, y'all. We don't do that. That's not us. So what I told her to do is, well, number one, block and ban that person because it's not me. But number two, you could always ask questions to find out if it really is one of us. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're not the kind of creators who walk around randomly. We would never send you a message. Never.
Not unsolicited. So I'll reply to things.
We'll reply to stuff.
But it's never you want a prize or call me or send me this or none of those things. Not one thing. So just be very cautious. Like I got some emails as well of someone going, Jamie, I'm trying to claim my prize that you said that I won. And we don't do giveaways like that. We don't. There's no 800 number to get a hold of us, and I want you to be careful. And that's with other creators and things that you follow too. Don't believe that.
Yeah, just don't believe it, guys. I mean, and I'm so sorry that TikTok or Facebook or other platforms don't better police the spammers on their pages. I don't know. You can report it all day long, but it doesn't mean something's going to happen. There's a person who created another Suits to Boots, and like literally 12 of them. Jamie can post a video, and within minutes that same jerk has copied her video, screen recorded it, and posted over on their Suits to Boots, which is not really her. And Jamie has reported this to Facebook, to our rep, over and over and over and over. And they just cannot seem to find a way to stop this mess. And that bothers me more than anything else, So just be very careful. Just don't fall for any especially if they're trying to ask you for stuff, your personal information. Don't believe a darn thing, y'all. I am so very sorry.
From Suits to Boots and I'm a Survivor both have blue check marks on Facebook, and we're working on getting Longhorn Lesters so that you can know that you're on the right place. The blue check mark means that it's real. Yeah.
So to get a blue check mark, you have to meet certain criteria, and Jamie met all that criteria. Of course, I'm a Survivor has a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to get Longhorn Lesters with this check mark. I've already got it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, we both have it.
Yeah, but on Facebook, I'm still working, and we just have to do a few more things to make sure that I'm real.
Yeah.
But just don't believe stuff, y'all. Yeah. We're not going to reach out and try to reach out to you and ask you for stuff. The saddest thing was when they reached out, they made a fake my mom's page. They created a fake page calling themselves my mom, and then they begin to message people saying that her and Pawpaw are going through great financial strain, and they're embarrassed to ask for money, but could they please send money to this PayPal or this whatever? And someone's messaged my dad and says, is this true? And then my dad's like asking my mom, are you trying to ask for money? No, but my parents are older and they don't get it. They don't get it. And so for any of you guys who may be older and don't really get it, I'm telling you right now, this is the real Lester. Pinch me to prove it. No, I'm kidding. This is the real Lester. Do not believe that, y'all. We're not going to solicit money from you all. And we're not going to try to carry on private messages with you all.
Yeah. So
we love you. We're blessed to have you. We will reply to things. But if you think that you're being scammed, or you probably are.
Yeah. So, it's a very dangerous place, the internet is, and I feel really horrible about it, but just be cautious. And
a sad story, this is a sad story, but the lady, Miss Susie, who sent me these caps, she emailed me and said she's going to send me some more caps. And I replied, I says, ma'am, I know that must cost you an arm and a leg. I says, could you send me your electronic information and I'll send you a few dollars. I don't mind, they're wonderful caps and I'll be happy to pay for them. And this is the cutest thing ever. So she goes and she emails Jamie. And she goes, could you please tell me if this is a hacker or she was afraid that she's about to get hacked by someone trying to send her a few dollars.
Yeah.
So no, she did not want to give us her information. So but so I understand how fearful and how skeptical you are. And you're right.
Yeah.
So Longhorn Luster's, as of right now, is the only channel of ours that has not earned its check mark.
It's close. I expect to have it by next week.
I hope so. But we will work on that. But Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, anything else, guys, you just got to be very careful. Just be very careful. That's all I have. I haven't really seen any direct questions coming through. Have you? I really haven't been reading when I talk.
The only thing, so somebody on Facebook says, I don't see a blue check mark on YouTube.
No, if
It's
you're
not
on
blue-
Facebook,
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you can't see YouTube. You have to.
let Jamie show you right quick what we mean by the blue check mark. It's a
It's actually a
verification.
black check mark on.
It's a black check mark on YouTube. So it's just a verification that the channel has actually researched you.
See that little check mark
Get
right
the
there?
phone closer.
See that little circle with the check behind it? That is what I'm talking about
So
on YouTube.
hold on, don't leave yet. So listen, y'all, when the circle is red, like you see the little red circle around the name, that means we're actually live right now. When that circle is red, when the logo has a red circle that says live, that means the channel is actually live right this minute.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you guys say, is this live or is this a replay? And so you can tell if you go to the channel and it's red, it means it's live right this minute. It's
Yes.
not a replay, the video will always be there, but we may not be live right at that moment.
And then I'll show you on Facebook.
And
what
then
I mean
she'll show you
about-
how Facebook looks.
Maybe I will. So they also do the red circle to show you that we're actually live right now. But this is the check mark I'm talking about.
Yeah, that blue check mark. Now, I can guarantee that at some point the hackers will find some way to put a check mark on their own fake pages. But just be careful. Just do not be offering your credit card and all that to people. So,
Where?
Lester, can you video Lex's game? I'd love to see him play. Oh, thank you, Deb. We will do that. Now, this first game was a scrimmage amongst his own teammates, and it wasn't really a game to video because, in fact, there were coaches talking amongst each other. The coaches were having talks with the boys. There was no game clock. There wasn't all that kind of stuff with first downs and all of those kind of things. It was just kind of figure out how the boys would do in a real scenario with it's a practice game. So, but on his real games, apps, I will video. And so we're real proud of Lex. He's doing wonderful. Thank you. Okay, well, listen, I think that's about all we got. Jamie,
I think so too.
we love you very much. I do think the merch sale has ended.
That
Is
is
that correct? So everybody who's overseas or even who's local will be getting those deliveries pretty soon.
It takes them about 10 days to get everything printed and shipped with that hasn't done so yet. So there's been a lot of people that have received them, but they're working through all of the sales because y'all were amazing and
Thank y'all. Y'all are very kind to
so
us.
kind. And so I would say that give it another week or so if you haven't received your shit.
And then once you get your shirt or your hoodie or what you bought, do us a favor and email us those pictures. But if you could, do not email them to both of us and don't send multiple emails. I'm not trying to be mean, but what we do is every afternoon or every evening when we have a second, we sit down, we try to download those pictures to our phones. So we'll have them, we can compile those. But what Jamie and I have learned is that we have a lot of multiple pictures of the same person who sent stuff to Jamie and to me. And that just makes it hard on us we don't want to put multiple of the same picture on there. And then I may not reply to every email. That takes a lot of time. So don't send one this morning and send one again in the afternoon because you think I didn't get it. I promise you, if they come to my email, I am getting them.
And
But
then the other thing that I would say is that if you get yours in and there's something wrong with it, then I don't have any access to see anything like that. I can't help you other than to tell you to either call or go on Custom Ink's website and do their chat. But their customer service is amazing.
yeah, we have nothing
and
to
they
do
will-
with any of the sizing, the ordering, the returns. We do none of that kind
But
of
they'll
stuff.
help you. They really
They're
will.
good.
Their customer service is fabulous.
That's why
and
we
there's
use them.
actual
They're-
human beings there, and you can chat with them. You can call them, and they'll make it right. So
Yeah. All right. Well, we're very blessed to have you guys. Thank you for watching. We love you. It's always funner and gooder
When you have others with you.
doing things that people you love and care about, Jamie. It's funner and gooder doing things with people that you love and care about.
Excellent. That's a lusterism. I don't say that word. I don't say those things.
Can you at least say funner and gooder?
It's funner and gooder.
There we go.
Gooder.
It's funner and gooder.
Gooder.
Thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Oh, I'm going to play this. This is the way we started our live.
All right.
Just watch. Ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Don't forget about me.
Okay. Can't forget Miss Janelle.
A baby cup. That's my favorite cup, by the way.
You do like that little cup.
It's an orange juice cup.
This is funny. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the good part. Here's the coffee
This
skit.
is the worst part. You're awful. God's gonna punish you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hank.
Probably in the worst way.
No, he already
Come on, girls.
got
Time
already
for
got-
coffee.
already punished me.
All right, we got everything going here. We're in the green room. Y'all ready?
Did you turn the coffee pot off?
No, I'll be right back. Okay.
I don't really want any more coffee. I've had enough this morning.
Oh. Let's put it in there then.
All right. Okay. Everything is ready. Ready.
Well played. Well
Coffee
played.
pot's off. Y'all ready? Isn't that fun?
All right, ladies, here we go.
Thank you all for watching. We love
And we
y'all.
are